Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. My name is Brink, and I'm just smelting up some steel here. I put a stack in, little by little, getting it all done. We're going to need a lot of steel coming up soon. And so let's get back. So far, let's see an update on this. We have quite a few donations from the guys. I still have my stuff in there as well, some silver and some lead. Because we need to build a 9x9 base on that beacon there. Anyway, we got some stuff to do that I want to get to. You can see I've been collecting some stuff, getting ready for this episode, and I think we are ready to do it. I still have some stuff here that needs to go into the compressor. Here we are. That gets smelted down, or pressed down, into one huge glump of iron called a dense iron plate. So that's 9 separate thin plates being compressed into one thick plate, and we will need that. So I'll throw these things in here. Actually, no, I need this to go into the assembly table, and the assembly table is done. Somebody gave a recommendation that I take the vacuum hopper down. Yeah, this is a different way to do it with a vacuum hopper. But in CrackPack, I tried it with the chest below and on the side, and it didn't work for the beginning of the season, but it did work at the end of the season. So it's one of those things that they decided to change, and now any chest around the assembly table can pop into it, but it wasn't always like that. Just wanted to let you guys know that. So let's get this going. What I wanted to do was a fluid transposer, and we're going to need that coming up. Not maybe for this episode, but coming up for a later episode, we're going to need a fluid transposer because we're going to be doing a lot of that. So the dense obsidian blue, white. Let's see if I can remember this. That's the way I do. Dense obsidian blue, and white. And the white is down here. We can grab one of these. And hopefully that will make, yes it will. And this will start soon. I see the lights going on up there. There goes. Okay, so that's going to take its sweet time. I haven't been able to make more of the lasers. I don't have a lot of diamonds to expend on this. So if I can manage, I will. Each one of these lasers has 2 diamonds in its recipe. So you can imagine 7 more lasers, 14 more diamonds. We have quite a bit of diamonds. I think I have about a stack already. Let's see. Diamond, I have 67. Yeah. But I don't think I want to waste it on that just yet. This is just a matter of time, and I can always cut away so you guys don't have to wait. So we want to build a pulverizer and an induction smelter. Now realize that these recipes do contain that machine frame that I did spend time making, which is this thing that we're making right now. This takes a long time and a lot of materials. That's what's in these two. I'm going to set the pulverizer, I think, first. Yeah, because this is the magma crucible. This will be the top level. And then the induction smelter, I think I'm going to place below. And you can sort of guess what I'm getting to for this episode and what I'm planning. I'm going to need the wires, which I believe are in this one. And we're going to wire it up from behind. I moved it up from the wall because I do need some space back here. I do think it works out better that I space them out forward like this so that I can hide the wires. And I am in hover mode, so that's why this is so slow that way. But yeah, so all of these are wired and probably gaining their charges now. They are. Awesome. So let's see now. What I wanted to do was set the input outputs. You shift click on the middle to get rid of them, and then you can reset it to default. What I want to do is send down, but only the things that are in this one. So yellow downward into this one to accept, which is blue, and it'll come into here. Then I need to put in ores, and I'll do that manually. And what that will produce is, what's it called now? Cinnabar. Cinnabar is what it's called. So we need to, let's see if we can do this. I've been, by the way, off camera, I put Silky on this. And I've been mining just a little bit, not a whole lot, maybe a half an hour. I just wanted to give this a try because this is something that's for the long run. I need to dedicate a lot of time to. So it's just something I'm going to run with for a little while now. This will go in here. This will make redstone here and a chance of cinnabar down here. And the cinnabar should go straight down, and here it is, it's going down. So we're getting a good ratio so far. It's supposedly supposed to be only 20% chance, but in our 2 ore processes, we got 2 already. But notice, we haven't gotten any since. So it's a rare chance. And I still have some more ores I can smelt or process. But boy, this is, yeah. I guess the best way to do it is not even look, not even pay attention to it. But this has got a long way to go. And yeah, here's another problem is that I have to keep clearing this. So what I'm going to do is set up a chest on the side and maybe push them out so that this doesn't get interrupted and we'll keep going without or non-stop. So let's set this up like this, maybe upward. Maybe we can set it up on top so it's not too close to the lasers. Not that it matters, but it just doesn't look good like that, I think. Let's do this like this. There we go. And now we'll set the gears to shoot upward on this color. Wasn't it red? Yeah, I believe it was red. You know, okay, it can be orange. That's fine, and it does work. Yep, it's going up in numbers. All right, so that's going to do. This is going to take a while. Now, this alongside something else, let's see what it is. The uses, I hit U, and other ores, any ore, will give us, let's see, I am looking for one particular thing. Here it is. A chance of shiny if we put ferrous. And, you know, I didn't think about this. Actually, I should have silkied the ferrous as well, and I didn't. So I'm going to have to go and silky some ferrous. I wonder, so let's see if there's any more of these redstone in here. There isn't. So we'll put all of this in here. And for some reason, the cinnabar is now coming up, which isn't a problem. But I did want it to go down instead. Not that it matters or anything. But this is yellow. Oh, I see, because orange is also going up. Alright, so let's make this red like we had before. And now yellow will strictly go down, and I think red will go strictly up. And it looks like it is working. Okay. And, you know what, though? Where did this come from? This actually has to go into here. Oh, I see. I'm just holding a place for it. Okay, so I'm going to carry that. That's fine. Next thing we want to do, we want to build. Let's see if we have it yet. Did we do it? We didn't make it yet. Let's go ahead and try to make, and it should be in here. Here it is. We're going to try to make the fluid transposer, which we will need in some future. Is that it there? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that goes in the middle. We need 2 glass. We should have everything, I think. Let's see if we can just pop it in there. No, we can't. So there's something missing. I think I am missing a bucket. As simple as that, a bucket. Let's see if we can do this. And it does do. So we have the fluid transposer. And we'll smack it right there. Let's shift click this so that it goes downward into the fluid transposer and receive. So we need some power for this. And my fat thumbs are not reaching correctly. But let's see if we can angle this here. Can I reach it there? There we go. Alright. And yeah, I see the hitbox. That's how I know I'm hitting it correctly. But there we are. Okay, so we got the 4 going in there. And that will feed slowly. Yep, because this is low capacity bottlenecked wire. This is low level. I'm not interested in going medium or high level just yet. Don't really need it because time is not a factor with me. I just cut away. Alright, and some time has passed. As you can see from my XP, is probably a little bit bigger than before when I cut away. But this should be done. Let's take a look. All of that is done. We have 32. I went mining for about a half an hour and I got all of this stuff. Now the ferrous is what we're interested in. We want to see what happens when we combine ferrous in an induction smelter alongside cinnabar. We should get a 100% chance of shiny. I hope it's 100%. We need as much as possible. And there it is. So far so good. Very good. Okay, so it looks like it is 100%. Excellent. Okay, we're going to have to go mining some more for some ferrous with a Silk Touch pick. As you can see, my mining pick is almost wearing out. But I did add a second modifier of moss to it. Since we have Silk Touch on it, I don't really need to add fortune. What I did want to add, though, is some fortune to my pickaxe. As you can see, I only have a little bit. And I've been mining and got myself some more diamonds, but I probably could have gotten more diamonds if I had added lapis here. I didn't think, though. I should have just Silk Touched it and brought it back with me. And unfortunate after I'd added the lapis, which I can do right now. Alright, so I added up to Fortune 2. I added a number of lapis, but I've run out. So, we're done with that. Now, for this episode, the main point of it is to build a QED. And we're going to get right down to it. I'm looking at the recipe, and we're going to need some obsidian with a pearl. Let's grab that. We'll put it on the four corners. I believe it was four corners or in a cross shape maybe. That's correct. Alright, so we got these. Now we need the pearl with the blaze rods. And I went to kill some blazes. Let's just crack one. You know what? Let's take it to the pulverizer. This way we can get 4 instead of 1. I'm sorry, instead of 2. If we were to crush it in our hands, we'd only get 2. Oh, is it cooking? Where did it go? Did it go up? Yeah, it did. So we got 4. Awesome. Let's just grab that sulfur and put it away. But if I were to do it in my inventory, I'd only get 2. That's why I'd like to conserve it as much as possible because the nether fortress is a little bit far away. So why bother taking that trip when we can just get more? So we'll get the pearl and the blaze rod. We got that. So I guess we can start putting stuff together. It'll go like that, so let's use this lower quarter one, and we'll put that away. Alright, so just to keep a neat and tidy office, let's put these away, and we'll toss these in here. Oh, the obsidian didn't drop for some reason. Okay, next up, we need this red, and we should have some here. Sure wish this crafting table could see the chest next to it. That would be cool. But we're getting progress done. Now the next thing, the assembly table, I should have started this first because this always takes a long time. It is dense, so we're going to need a full 9. Let's grab, yep, we got plenty. We need the metal former. And we're going to take 9, slap it in there, and that'll give us 9 sheets, like I said before. And then we can make it dense after a bit. And so we'll need the crushed obsidian. That's 2 of them, yellow. We have yellow here. We have crushed obsidian. It's always 2 for some reason, and that's fine. We'll use this crafting table, even though it's going to go into the assembly table, but just to keep it in line with what we need. So obsidian, yellow. We need an emerald chipset, which is redstone and emerald. And I don't know that we have any more emeralds, though. We don't. Redstone. And we can take 1. So let's just drop this and sneak. You know what? I'd like to check something. Can I do this with an empty hand? Can I grab it from here? No, I can't. Well, it can take the upgrades at least. So let's put this in here. You know what? Let's not, because it'll make a craft. Now, Grok allowed me to borrow an emerald the other day. I still do have to pay him back. You know what I'll do? I'll pay him back today. I borrowed 2 emeralds. I'm going to pay him back a diamond for each. So 1, 2, and then I'll borrow another emerald, 3. And I'll talk to him over TeamSpeak in a bit, just to make sure he's okay with it. But right now he's still setting up his base. And as I recall, it was somewhere around here. And here it is. We'll take 1, drop off 3 diamonds. Hopefully that's an equivalent exchange for him. I don't know how badly he needs the emeralds. But he apparently found a villager, I think it was him. And he was able to trade chickens or something very cheap for it. So that worked out for him. So I'll talk to him afterward. And if not, I'll just keep mining in the Jaded Hills. That's where I found all of the ones that I've had so far. So in the assembly table, redstone and an emerald. And we have the redstone, so that's good. Put these in there and click on that one. Hopefully this will start. And it looks like it is lighted up, but this may take a while. I think this is a long recipe maybe. Oh, it does differ here. So this is 1,200,000 RF as opposed to something like this. Yeah, so yeah, it takes a lot longer for an emerald one. There it is. It's already started. So I'll give that some time. Let's see how far we can get, and then I'll just take a break whenever we're waiting for it. But we're waiting for this. We still can do this, which I am going to do this recipe, which is silver tin, shiny, and ender. Now that we have our shiny, tin and silver. Silver's over here. And then ender pearls. We'll grab a stack. And then we can go figure it out at the smeltery. Let's just do a quick flyby. Super quick flyby, I should say. So we're going to take 4. Because that's what the recipe is calling for. 2 silver. I'm sorry, 2 tin, 1 silver. And what was it? Yeah, 1 shiny. Let's just take a look just to make sure. And it's 576 that we're making. So it's 1 silver, 2 tin. That's correct. That's what I have, 2 tin. So, oh, it looks like somebody has something in here. Or was that me? That was probably me. My memory. Anyway, let's see, was it me? Yeah, it was me, because a stack is 16, so that must have been me. I might have shift-clicked by accident. But why isn't this turning? I gotta be careful with this, because this is not turning. Let's pull it out and check to see, just to make sure that that is pearls that get smelted there. Resonant Ender, how do you make that in a magma crucible? So I'm gonna have to turn it in to that liquid first, and then take it over to the smeltery. Maybe I can drop it in with a, well, I could make a fluid pressure pipe. Or I'll just use the tank method. It seemed to work the last time, so it should be okay. We'll drop in 4 over here. Now, where did the others go? Did I leave it over by the smeltery? Alright, well, anyway, where is that tank? Looks like we're going to have to make another tank because I'm using the tanks over here. Although this one seems to be empty, let's just borrow it. Then I can take care of that at another time. It'll go here and then we can shoot it out to our tank. Right here. Will it feed? Doesn't look like it's feeding. This is shooting out. Why not? Why will you not shoot? Let's see if I can stick you in here and then point this. There it is. Okay, so that's another way to do it, I guess. Yeah, we got to check to see where those pearls are because I know I had a stack of 16. Let's see, it might be in a smelter. I may have left it there, didn't pick up or something. There it is. Okay, so, yeah, let's break this part here, I guess. I really do have to make a magnet, and that's something coming up in a near episode, but not today. I should have brought my wrench. At any rate, let's get the wrench because this flying is so fast, this method. And let's turn this down. Check it. And so now we need 2 tin, 1 silver, and 1 shiny. Well, some time has passed, and we have our emerald chipset. Awesome. We're going to have to make something there in a second. Let's just see. I'm going to smack this in here. Yeah, so we can take all of this right now and start this off. This may be another long craft as well. It's this guy we're building, a machine frame Resonant. And I don't see the... Let's see, I may say it here. 50 million. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna dry out all of my energy. As a matter of fact, I think my energy is pretty much gone. Let's see. No, actually it's restored, but yeah, all of that is gonna get drained, I'm sure. Yeah, 50 million? Because each one of these is 4 million. So this might take a day or so. Anyway, we got some other stuff we need to do. And that is these guys here. We'll need some energetic alloys, which is gold, redstone, and glowstone. We're going to need 4 ingots of that. So glow, red, and what was the other? Gold. Yeah. Alright, we'll stick it in the alloy smelter. I'm very fortunate I've made this early because I knew that in this pack we need a lot of things alloyed together. We can stick them all together and maybe knock out a few. Maybe 16 is enough. That should be good. I would hope. I'm not just talking about for this recipe, but there's other stuff we will need the energetic alloy for, and so 16 should be good. So going on further, we're going to need 2 here, which will make 1. And if we back up, we need 2 of them, so that's 4 total. What else will we need here? This blazing electron tube increases the genetic decay by 50%. And for infernal farms. Well, let's take a look. So blaze powder with redstones. And we'll again grab the blaze rods and pulverize a few of them. So that was 3 down and 2 across from what I remember. So that's a total of 5. So we'll take 2 and burn them up. Let's put these back. Yeah. And then there should be some redstone already there. Actually, we're going pulverizer here. So this should be in the chest. Yeah. So we'll take 5 of those with the redstone. Redstone should be already here. This is the bulb maker. Okay, so we'll take these apart. Looks like the recipe for all of these are the same. It's just this shape across. We're missing something. Here's for the glass. Is it the energy that... Oh, power. Yeah, we got to turn it on. Okay, so that's going to take a second. We'll get 1. Let's see, 5. Yeah, it should only be able to make 1 bulb. Okay. We'll continue looking here. Now, this is what we're waiting for. We have capacitors. Let's just make sure we have capacitors. We do. We have 4. Let's stick them in here and have them ready. I believe something like that. Yeah. And then that. We could probably take these out. We have more than enough. And so we are just waiting for that bulb that goes in the center. We're going to need 2 bulbs. Yes, 2 bulbs. Okay, so let's grab that. That should be the end of it. We'll turn it off. And now we can make 2 of these. Alright, and further, this goes into the main recipe. And now all we're waiting for is that machine chassis. Let's see how far the red line has gone. It hasn't even appeared. That is crazy. Okay, so I got to give this some time. But you know what we can work on till then, though? Alongside this, we're going to need a crystal. QED crystal, but I think the fastest way to find is Ender-Flux. And there it is. Alright, so we're going to need 4 of these. And I think this has this in its recipe. So we're going to need more than just 4. There's one right there. Okay, so let's make a few of these. Obsidian and pearls. You know, crafting is fun when you're doing a solid session of crafting because it's just non-stop concentrating on that only. I like it. It may not be fun to watch, but for me, I enjoy it. So we have enough to make one of these. We're going to need some burnt quartz, which is a block of quartz. And is regular smelting? I do have to check to make sure because I always mess this up. In alloy smelting, I got to set it to furnace only, I believe. Because the rest of it was smelting, so I would assume it's just furnace only. So we'll wait for that. Meanwhile, we'll grab the quartz. And I believe it was 4 per block, so that's 8 to 16. Yeah, so we're going to need 16 of these. Hopefully we have enough. Yes, we do. Let's craft them together. We can do it in our crafting inventory. Yeah, so we have an exact 16. Was it 16 I needed? I think so. No matter. Grab these. Let that finish. And go to furnace only. So we'll stick these in here and hopefully we'll get that shiny black material. Really nice looking material. Let's see where it was. Yeah, it was this one. Burnt Quartz is the name of it. I built a whole nether hub out of this with some scarlet red block alongside it. Looks really, really nice. Alright, I'm going to get these together. And do we have enough to continue? We should probably wait for the next one. Here we go. Now we should be able to get closer to building this. So we were making this. We're going to need some diamonds. And we should have our first crystal. Ender-Flux crystal. Let's see. Right there. Boom. We grab that. And now we can put it on top of this. We're going to need to make an integration table. Alright, here's something new. Let's pull up integration table. And then we'll continue with the crystal pylon we can't make yet until we finish it. We're going to need a diamond gear and a gold gear. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll fly on over to the smeltery. Drop in 4 gold. Oh, somehow I took too many. Alright, and then we'll make the gear cast of it. We'll just leave that for a second. Meanwhile, there's some other stuff that I can do. I'm sure. So the integration table will require diamonds around that. So we'll do it up here. And there it is. This way we can put these away into safety. Do not want to lose them. And if we take a look, we'll put the diamond cast there. We need a red, obsidian, and 1 gold. A red here. Obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 gold. Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that gear already. Should be done. Yep, it is. Okay, good. Smackety-smack. This is finished. Alright, I do have to make more steel. We're going to need a lot of steel coming up, like I said before. And I do have plenty of iron. So there should be nothing holding me back from doing that. Alright, so let's do the gear now. This goes here. We have the diamond gear. We should be able to pop this in immediately. And there's our integration table. It's by BC Silicon, so it should be using power. That being the case, where shall I put it? Kind of thinking down here. But will the connector connect to it if I put it down there? I'm not sure it will. We can give it a try. I'm sure we can break it apart again. It doesn't need a wrench to break it. So let's grab in our technology chest some wire and an LV connector. And I don't see any at the moment. Here's one. What's it doing in here? Alright, so I need the wire. Here it is. Okay. Move some stuff around. How best to get back there? When in doubt, use brute force. I don't have my axe with me. Let's see. No, I don't. Alright, I'm going to dig down here and go straight across to the back using brute force. I can't reach back there. Let's go a little bit further. We should be able to stop right here. Hopefully it doesn't push us. It does. There it goes. Okay. Now I can easily reach that wire. Oops. And fly up to this level. Maybe a little bit closer. Right there. Hopefully that's connected. Oh, it turned yellow. I think it did. Is this going up? Doesn't look like it is. May not be getting enough power. It should have power. Maybe it needs something in here before it develops the power. Let's just check to see. Yeah, it is wired up. Well, we'll put this back. Hopefully this does work. But I need that micro block, and that goes against here. That's good. Alright, so what are we doing with the integration table? Let's go back to the crystal pylon for the QED. That's Ender-Flux. We were making these. We will need a daylight sensor or a quartz chipset. The assembly table is being used right now, so I don't want to interrupt that. So let's make the daylight sensor. Seems like an easy thing to do. Daylight sensor, glass, nether quartz, and slabs. Glass, nether quartz, and slabs. Let's see if we have enough of each. Nether quartz and slabs. There's our daylight sensor. Retrieve these. And, alright, so back again to the Ender-Flux. We were making this, so now we need this thing, a basic gate or quartz AND gate, gold AND gate, iron ore, gold, I can't read that fast. But a basic gate seems to me like the most basic recipe, I would assume. One of these guys, red and a red pipe wire. And we're going to need the assembly table. So you know what? I'm going to pull you back once this is done, because we do have to wait for this unless we build another assembly table. And I don't really see the need for it. So I'm going to wait for this to finish. The assembly table has finished. And so we have, we have the finished product. The machine frame Resonant tier. So awesome. That took 50 million RF and a day and a half to make with just 3 water mills by immersive engineering. All of our energy was expended, but now this is building back up again. As you can see, all of these are emptied out. So it wasted a lot of energy. Now we were on the Ender crystal. That's where we left off. We got to make these basic gates. Now these basic gates are, if I remember correctly, and we need 2 of them. So it's 2 red, 2 iron, and we need a die. I believe it has to be of red color. So 1, 2, and convert. All right, so let's take it over to the assembly table, drop them in, and now we have a choice of this. Let's make 2 of those and grab, oh, each one of them made 8. Okay, we have more than enough, but notice how cheap that was, so it wasn't a big derp. There it is. We have to put the stick with red in the assembly table. Okay, so there's a little bit of a chain. We need those reds now. So let's grab 2 reds. 1, 2. We have 16 sticks, but we're going to make only 2. Hopefully this will only make 2, but let's see. So here are the gates. We'll make 2 of those, and I'll bring it right back. Alright, so it's finished, and we should be able to pick them up. Good. Now, these go into here, if I'm calculating correctly. But then what is the integration table for? I know we made it for some reason or another. Maybe there's another way to do it. Here's the integration table. Oh, it's to make a higher capacity gate. I see. So this will make this if we use the integration table. So this is down the road. We didn't need it. We could use it to expand or to make these better, but there's no need for it. It makes the same item we need. So here's a QED and here's the crystal. I think we're done. Let's take a look. We'll just put this anywhere. It's got to be within 16 blocks away from this, or 8 blocks. I'm not sure I remember. I'm not very sure that I can remember where it goes. But let's put this here. And does it work? Uh-oh. Alright, let's take a look at the marker and see what it requires. An Ender Pearl 368. Oh, it's changed. Ender-Infused Obsidian. Well, I just wanted to give it a tryout for the video, but it's not going to work. So we'll get the recipes together for things we need. I don't need a marker. I just wanted to show it in operation. But there it is. It's working. And we'll see if we can make a little community hut or a kiosk where we can put this as a starter QED for the people. Guys, I'm going to call it here. Say thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.